But MP for Dover, where many of those reaching the UK in small boats land, says he welcomes the agreement.
I'm enthused, I'm positive. So if you're sat in Calais, you're thinking £6,000, up to £6,000 to cross, which is expensive, particularly for these people. But hey, I might end up going back, then you might well think twice. And we don't really know the impact yet, but I think it's a positive move.
From bureaus worldwide, this is FSN.
From the studios of Extreme Sports in Hastings, Nebraska, we present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy, Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports, and welcome to a Friday. Made it through another week here. It's the 11th day of July for 2025. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic standing by here. We've got all of your news, weather, and sports that you need to get you up and get you out the door here this morning. Going to be talking about the Nebraska Alumni Volleyball Match, which is coming up on Saturday, August the 16th. This is something new for the volleyball program. They're drawing Nebraska volleyball legend Jordan Larson to play in the alumni match. So we'll talk about that coming up. Going to be a busy weekend for American Legion baseball teams. Locally, Hastings 5 Points Bank going to be hosting the Hastings Grand Island or Hastings Kearney tournament coming up this weekend. Hastings will play Millard North in the opening round game at 6 tonight. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes playing Lincoln East at noon today. In the first round of the Lincoln tournament, Hastings will play a couple of ball games at Elkhorn North today. Area tournaments get underway today for the juniors in classes B and C. We'll take a peek at the schedule today. Hastings Sodbusters in action last night. They split a doubleheader at the Oahe Zap. And the Kansas City Royals will be opening up a weekend series tonight with the New York Yankees. We'll talk about that. Jim Sliker from the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network expected to join us at about 7:30 this morning as we talk ponies. And let's welcome in Tyson Havronic from the Western Studios here this morning. He's got EA Sports on his mind today. How was it?
It's in the game. No, this is new. And College Football 26 just dropped yesterday for those who just chose to get the standard edition. And I got to be really honest with you. I think this was the game that we all thought we were going to get when they dropped 25. EA Sports had like 15 years to work on a video game while they sorted out the NIL money and they stopped producing college football for the masses. And with 15 years to work on something, you think you were going to have like a revolutionary product, but last year's version was still like a video game. We were still putting up quote unquote video game numbers, and there was still tweaks and things that you could do, and it was just like ho hum. 26 isn't even a game. This is like an experience. You get fully immersed in football. The popping of the pads, they're bouncing off. The way the physics have been revolutionized. This is like game changing. It's a pretty badass video game. I got to be honest with you. I mean, and I'm 40 years old and I'm nerding out over a video game. Like, it's pretty solid.
That is kind of nerdy.
It's super nerdy. But
so,
yeah,
how many
it's
hours?
The best game I've ever played.
You had a busy work schedule yesterday.
Sure.
It dropped in your PS5 yesterday at 11 o'clock.
Yeah, huh?
So how many hours did you play it last night?
About 5.
Are you kidding me? When you got off work, you come back and played 5 hours of college football?
Well, no, about 3 last night. I got in about 2 during the afternoon. Between meetings, I was able to squeeze in about 2 hours worth. And then you closed down the brewery last night and probably stayed up till about 2 o'clock in the morning. Thereabouts.
Wow.
I got to start building a dynasty, brother. Like, Missouri State isn't going to win a national title without putting in some work. You got to stay up and burn some midnight oil every now and then.
shortly after my show yesterday, or our show yesterday, my grandson calls me.
Uh-huh.
He says, what Tyson say about the game? I said, Tyson screwed up, and Tyson's not going to get his game until 12 p.m. instead of midnight, 12 a.m., so he doesn't have it yet. He said, you got to let me know, because he's out of town. He says, you got to let me know what Tyson says about the game. I said, I will. So he needs it?
Needs. I mean, there's like a want, there's a desire that people have about certain things. This is a necessity. Like, you're a college football fan. If you're a college football fan that even has a lick of experience of gaming, get this thing. It's revolutionary, and I'm excited. I haven't done any other modes except for Dynasty. Like, I just dove straight in. I didn't worry about anything. I'm like, I already know the team I want to take. I want to take the Bears to the top, promised land. We got to start somewhere. So, you had a rough go, though. Like, I don't mess around. Like, I just go straight to Heisman difficulty. Didn't even get used to the new features. Like, go max out. And got handed by Missouri when scheduled Missouri for the season opener. Went to Columbia.
So is there like a part of this game that shows you how to play the new system?
Sure, if you like want to do tutorials and things, but that's boring. Like, figure it out on the fly.
Figure it out on your own?
You just make the adjustments. But yeah, you can go in and you can like practice. But
practice?
I'm like Allen Iverson, man. I hate practicing. I just want to play. Just want to suit up.
All right, so you give the new EA Sports College Football 26 a thumbs up, double thumbs up.
If I wish I had more hands to give it like 3. It's intense.
So it's going to only download on like PS5?
PS5 and whatever the Xbox thing is.
Equivalent is?
I don't even know what the next gen Xbox is. I haven't never been on that side of things, so.
Shane is already chiming in. Will the NCAA football game download on his PS2 or his Super Nintendo? That's how far back the IT guy is back in video. He's not a big gamer. He doesn't have time for gaming. So he's got the PS2 and the Super Nintendo system.
Right.
He's probably out of luck.
That's all right.
Yeah, he's gonna have to upgrade to a PS5.
Well, PS2 still had the NCAA baseball game on it, which they have not yet made an NCAA baseball game. So I'm actually kind of half jealous that he's still rocking the PS2. I'd love to play some NCAA baseball right about now. But anyways, no, I don't think I'll be playing any video games other than NCAA College Football 26 for the next 365. Like, all other video games seem completely irrelevant at this point.
That's what happens when you get something new like that.
Right.
Then you go back and playing the old games. You're going to say, what? No, I'm not playing this.
I'm going to keep Red Dead, and that's about it. The Western game. Only because I, like to feed my horse every now and then and give it
All right, so I'm going to have to ante up for my grandson for his birthday present.
Yeah, it's not that expensive.
Gonna have to ante up and get it on his
$70.
PS5.
Yeah.
$70.
Yeah.
All right, I'll have to ante up.
Just go to the PS Store, get the digital download. Nobody likes hard copies anymore.
Digital download right to his system, and bam, he can play it.
He's on.
So he don't have to wait, right?
Well, he'll have to wait for it to download, which...
Yeah, but he won't have to wait like weeks to get it.
No. It'll go straight to the system now. It's
so
out.
his birthday's like August 1st, so I can just like download it then?
I'd say I don't know if he's going to be able to wait that long.
He's out of town this weekend. So
that's a lot of patience.
He already knows he's getting it, so I might as well just download it.
Right.
He's got a PS5. Yeah, he's not like the IT guy or me that's got the Super Nintendo system still in our household. He's got a PS5. So he's all ready to go.
That's
all right,
fantastic.
so that's good to know.
Yep.
That was the first thing I wanted to know this morning when I woke up. It really is.
Right? That was the first thing on the agenda?
Yeah, I was going to put some show notes together for this morning like I usually do. And really at the top of the list was we got to find out how EA Sports College Football 26 was.
I tell you what, like, if there comes a point this season on the show where we need to talk in-depthly about Missouri State football, I'm going to be able to have you covered. Because I'm getting like a good scouting report on this squad.
You're locked in. You took Missouri State right out of the chute.
Yep. Head coach Ryan Beard just took their head coach. Said, let's roll. Don't want to mess around with like creating and working on my own coach. I'm like, yeah, Ryan Beard looks fine. Let's roll with it.
So instead of taking Nebraska, you went with.
Oh yeah, you can't take Nebraska. Matt
Just to
Rule's
see
at
what
Nebraska.
just to see what it looks like.
Yeah, but Rule's coaching Nebraska. Like, that's not fair.
Yeah, but just to see what it looks like. Didn't you take Nebraska? Didn't you even dive into Nebraska?
I already know what it looks like. I live here, man. I know what it looks like. Wanted to go down to Springfield.
God.
Build up my coaching resume.
All right. Well, you keep us up to date on how that is progressing. I'm sure you will.
By Monday's show, I'm probably going to be 2 seasons in.
So that's all you're going to do all weekend?
I ain't got shit on the schedule, so yeah. Path is clear, baby.
Path is clear. If you need Tyson, you might have to tweet him a couple of times because he's going to be fully entrenched.
Straight to voicemail.
It usually does.
Putting my phone on airplane mode this weekend. It's going to go straight to voicemail.
Then your voicemail is full all the time, so it doesn't make any difference.
It's a brilliant plan.
Don't you ever, speaking of that, don't you ever erase your voicemails?
No.
Erase them.
No.
So there's room.
Text me.
Leave me a voicemail.
I hate voicemail. Like, my voicemail, I'm sure you've called me. My voicemail says, hey, send me a text message.
Yeah, it does.
Like, it comes right out of the gate and says it, like, hello, you tried to reach me. It's 2025. Please send me a text message.
What happens if I had something to say?
You can say it in text.
It's not the same effect. So anyway, if you're trying to call Tyson, you can't leave him a voicemail. You have to just text him.
I do know that at least when you call, because you know that I'm a text-first person.
Yeah.
So when you do call, I do understand that there is some urgency applied to this phone call. So I more often than not will pick it up.
Sometimes you pick it up.
Sometimes. Most of the time it does go to voicemail, which is full, and therefore you can't leave a voicemail. It forces you to send a text.
Oh, jeez. All right, 7:12. Waking up with Mike and Tyson this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for a Friday. I wanted to mention this.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are interested. The Second Street Slammer, which is our new sponsor here on Extreme Sports, they are bringing in some Nebraska volleyball players to play a little exhibition out on their sand volleyball courts.
I saw the Facebook post said more details coming soon. Do we have more details?
Well, it's too late. July 25th is when they're going to come in. It's a Friday night.
Yeah.
I met with Butch yesterday about a couple of things, and he actually put the tickets up for sale last night.
Okay.
They sold out in less than an hour.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow.
The VIP tables for the Second Street Slammer for the girls coming in from Nebraska volleyball for July 25th, they sold out in less than an hour.
Holy cow.
They're going to have some standing seats available the day of the match on July the 25th. But if you are looking for a VIP table to the Second Street Slammer for July 25th, all those tables were snatched up in less than an hour. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So you'll still be able to have some standing room tickets, so to speak, on the night of the match. But that's coming up. But 2 weeks
crazy.
from tonight. 2 weeks from tonight. So wanted to slide that in today.
Yeah.
Let's see. Legion baseball this weekend. We kind of mentioned it. The juniors get underway with their area tournaments. Going to have a lot of the area teams involved with that for the juniors, and then they'll be rolling out here for the next 2 weeks for area tournaments and the various classes and divisions. So going to be a busy end of the season. That's going to be the end of the Legion baseball season. By the end of July, that'll be all she wrote.
Oh,
for
yeah.
the most part.
It's a slow build-up, but then when it decides that it's ready to go and accelerate, like the whip just seems to crack, and it's typically July. And you mentioned it, the 5th of July show or the 6th of July show, whenever the hell we met after the 4th, and you're like, is summer over? And I thought you were crazy. And then I looked at my baseball schedule, and I'm like, I got 2 weeks left to work. And then it's school season.
Yeah,
So
because you're going to get to work on your school season about August
to.
1st.
But then we got a flurry of baseball action to get us there. But it's just it's gonna be, we're gonna blink and it's gonna be August. So there might be something to your madness.
Yeah, we'll start postseason play here on Extreme Sports. Next Friday?
Okay.
Will be the beginning of the Area 7 Juniors Tournament in Kearney, the Area 7 Seniors Tournament in North Platte. We'll have every single pitch of the postseason this year on Extreme Sports for both the Braves and the Chiefs. So we'll utilize Extreme Sports 1 and Extreme Sports 2 for our coverage of postseason baseball. You'll follow the Braves. I'll have the Chiefs. So you'll be able to follow all the action involving Hastings 5 Points Bank and Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes right here on your exclusive home for Legion Baseball for the summer of 2025, and that's Extreme Sports.
Who travels more?
I'm in North Platte. You're in Kearney. Yeah, I'm in North Platte. At least I don't have to go to Scottsbluff this year.
That was wild. I mean, and it was not only like you were in Scottsbluff. It was you were in Scottsbluff and you had to camp out and hang out for much longer than you had anticipated. Not because of this successful run, but just rain delays.
That's right. I had a couple of rain delays. I think I had one day completely washed out.
You had it, yeah.
Yeah, that was miserable.
There's nothing there's nothing worse than being washed out.
I found places to go in Scottsbluff.
I mean, I know Flyover Brewing, but like, I can't stay there all day. Well, I can, but
yeah, I can't go back to the same place every damn day. That's boring.
You do that in Papillion.
That's different. That's different. So anyway, yeah, area tournaments start for us next Friday. It starts for a lot of folks today with the juniors tournaments throughout the area. We got the schedule coming up in just a couple of minutes, and we'll be check sports. All right, anything else we need to get into this first segment here? There's not really anything going on nationally that we need to touch.
Remember when I told you yesterday that after Miles Michaelis gave up the record for most home runs by a Cardinals pitcher, the Cubs set the record for most home runs hit in a single game by a team. And I told you that baseball is baseball and that Miles would probably rebound and throw the game of his life. I was right.
He did.
Miles Michaelis threw 5 2/3, double-digit strikeouts. Cardinals beat the Nats 8-1. Looked like a halfway decent baseball team. I don't know what we're gonna do. Maybe you're right. Write it out, and
I told you.
We'll figure out what happens.
I told you. Does that cut the lead
like
down
a
to
halfway decent baseball team last night?
Does that cut the lead down to 4.5?
No, I think Chicago won too. So
Chicago won.
Pretty sure. Yeah, 8-1. Oof.
All right, so they're still 5.5 back.
Still 5.5 back.
Yeah, they're not going to make a change. I told you that yesterday, and then all of a sudden you're back on the bandwagon today.
I just said that they looked like a halfway decent baseball team. That doesn't mean I'm like, woo, World Series.
No, you're blowing the horn.
Drink the Ollie aid. There it is.
You're back on the bandwagon. By Monday, you'll be hooting and hollering. St. Louis will probably have a good weekend.
Hopefully, I'd like that.
Yeah, you'll be hooting and hollering. One thing we are hooting and hollering about, I told you the IT guy would come through.
Cameras.
We got our cameras back up.
You can see us.
Just like that, I can see you.
We
You
are
can
so
see me.
sorry.
God, I feel a lot better today.
Well, it's Friday.
Yeah, I can see you. You can see me.
I can see clearly now.
I can see clearly now. Yeah, things are looking good. We're back on track. I told you it was just something simple.
Do you have any damage from the storms last night, by the way?
Did I have any?
Anything amiss?
No, nothing to report on the eastern side.
Just really a lot of lightning. It wasn't
I
really
was waiting.
that bad.
I was waiting for the storm to come through. I was watching Tim Jones from Nebraska Weather TV. I was watching his coverage, and there were storms all the way around us.
Oh, yeah.
Grand Island, I know, got hit by a couple of storms. North of Grand Island, they had some damage up that way, but really nothing major, which is good. I know down around Wilcox, Hildreth, down around that area, they had some hail down that way. Hopefully not anything major. You don't want to see hail in July.
Yeah, well, no, and you're right. But I was really concerned because, I'm watching those weather reports and I'm reading what the Weather Service is putting out. And we had downtown farmers market last night. And it's like 6:30 rolls through, and we started to see the clouds would get really super dark. And so I looked, and they're like severe thunderstorm warning, golf ball size hail reported in Kennesaw, moving east at 50 miles per hour. And I'm like, well, I know where Kennesaw is.
Yeah, you're.
And moving east 50 miles per hour. And I'm looking outside, and we had a full patio out there. We had all the farmers market people, and I'm like, 50 miles per hour, that's not going to take a hell of a long time to get here. So I kind of went outside and just said, hey, everybody, not sure if you're looking at your phones, but we're going to get hit by a storm here pretty soon. And I was thinking, the hail was going to be there. It really didn't materialize to that. I mean, thankfully, but we kind of had to cut festivities a little short in downtown Hastings last night.
It really never did do anything, though, did it?
No, I didn't see any.
I don't know if
Ryan Martin chiming in. He was at the golf course. He had to abort the Elks golf course during league play last night. Got 5 of 9 holes in.
Boy, I bet that wasn't good.
Reminds me of the Caddyshack scene. The heavy stuff's not coming down for a while yet.
Everybody rushes back to the clubhouse. A lot of those guys.
There was a lot of lightning.
That is their night out when they play golf. So you only got 5 out of the 9 holes in. Your wife's not expecting you home until such and such a time. Hell, you're back in the clubhouse throwing them down.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you only got 5 out of 9 holes in. Okay, wife doesn't think I'm going to be home until 8:30, 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30. Hell, I can get into the clubhouse.
And there we just ratted every single guy that stayed out last
Oh, yeah.
night.
Yeah, we just ratted out.
Oh, yeah.
Because we only played 5 holes last night. Your significant other was in the clubhouse with Ryan Martin probably slinging him down. God. All right, 7:22. Again, 402-834-1330 is our telephone number if you'd like to chime in here today. You got any thoughts, anything we've discussed to this point, or anything else on your mind, sports related or not, give us a call. Love to chat with you on the fan line, 402-834-1330. You can leave us a message on our social media sites as well, as we are monitoring that. Waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
Several area residents reporting down power lines, tree damage, and even grain bins tossed across their yards from last night's storms as they ripped through central Nebraska. A potent storm system rolled through Hall County, causing significant damage across several areas. At least 5 homes lost their roof near the intersection of Engelman, Abbott, and Airport roads. Numerous trees were uprooted, grain bins knocked over, and power outages widespread. No injuries have been reported so far. Meanwhile, Congressman Don Bacon has reintroduced the Back the Blue Act yesterday. The bipartisan bill aims to strengthen federal protections and increase criminal penalties for attacks on law enforcement, judges, and federally funded public safety officers. Bacon introduced similar legislation under the same title back in 2021 and in 2023. They lacked bipartisan co-sponsors and never went to a vote. He said he's hopeful for a different result this time around. And those pesky mosquitoes. Peak time for the mosquitoes this time of year, and so beginning next week, the Central District Health Department in Grand Island will begin spraying for the mosquitoes. The spraying will be conducted during the early morning and late evening hours when mosquitoes are most likely to be out. The spraying will only be conducted when there is ideal weather conditions. There have been no reported cases of West Nile virus in Hall, Hamilton, or Merritt counties. 7:25, back over to you, Mike. What's going on in sports?
Hastings, do they still spray for mosquitoes?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I have not seen a mosquito.
Or heard. You can hear them before you can see them.
Yeah, I have. You just brought that up. I thought, wow, I don't know if Hastings still sprays for mosquitoes.
We got a top-notch research department. I bet they can find that out.
If not, probably the mayor's listening to this show. He can fill us in.
There you go.
Anyway, in sports, Nebraska volleyball legend Jordan Larson will lead a group of former Huskers competing against this year's Nebraska volleyball team in the inaugural alumni match on Saturday, August 16th at 6 at the Bob Devaney Sports Center. Larson was a three-time All-American at Nebraska from 2005 to 2008, winning a national championship in 2006. She is a four-time Olympic medalist, helping Team USA to a gold medal in 2021. Her 4 Olympic medals are tied for the most all-time by a women's volleyball player. Along with Larson, other former Huskers who are committed to playing in the alumni match include two-time All-American and national champion setter Kelly Hunter, three-time All-American and national champion middle blocker Lauren Stivrins, former national champion and All-American libero Kenzie Maloney, as well as recent former Huskers Lindsey Krause, Layla Blackwell, and Allie Batenhorst. In American Legion baseball action this weekend, Hastings 5 Points Bank will play Millard North tonight at 6 o'clock in the first round of the Hastings Kearney Tournament. Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes will play Lincoln East at noon today in the first round of the Lincoln Tournament. Hastings Brunswick will play a doubleheader at Elkhorn North. First pitch will be at 5. Area tournaments get underway today for the juniors in classes B and C. Aurora will play Syracuse at 5 this afternoon in Hickman. At the B6 tournament in Holdridge, Minden will play Shelton Gibbon at 11, followed by Broken Bow against Alliance and Gothenburg against McCook. Sutton will play Wymore at 2:30 today in the first round of the C4 tournament in Hebron. At the C5 tournament at Silver Creek, Albion will play Ord at 1, followed by St. Paul against SOS and Twin River against Palmer Walbach Greeley. And at the C6 tournament in Loomis, Donovan Trumbull will play Wood River at 1, followed by Ravenna against Overton and Loomis against Cambridge. Hastings Sodbusters split a doubleheader with the Oahe Zap yesterday. The Sodbusters won the first game 11-4, but dropped the nightcap 10-4. Hastings is now 20-16 in the season. They'll play at the Fremont Moo tonight. First pitch will be at 7:05. And the Kansas City Royals will open up a weekend series with the New York Yankees tonight at Kauffman Stadium. First pitch will be at 7:10. That's a check in your sports headlines. Coming up on 7:29 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Friday brings us slightly cooler temperatures with highs in the mid-80s, a chance of an isolated shower linger around in the morning hours, and partly sunny skies. We'll see north winds around 10 miles per hour. Tonight we'll have a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms, especially in the evening and overnight hours. Saturday, only 81 for the high. 89 on Sunday, plenty of sunshine, and on Monday the heat returns, a high of 92 with plenty of sunshine and chances for storms on Tuesday.
As you wake up, get going this morning, we've got north winds at 9, clear skies, 67 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the advanced funeral planning specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
More information at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Get ready, race fans. Cam Raceway is teaming up with Extreme Sports for an electrifying season of high speed, dirt slinging, adrenaline pumping action. Every race night, we're bringing you live video coverage straight from the track, so you won't miss a single lap, pass, or photo finish. From non-wing warriors to cage karts, flat karts, and the A-class wing beasts, we've got it all. There's nothing like the roar of the engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the rush of dirt flying action right in front of you. So get to the track and experience it live. But if you can't make it, don't sweat. Extreme Sports has you covered. Buckle up, because this season is going to be fast, fierce, and unforgettable. Make sure you like and follow Extreme Sports on Facebook to get all the latest updates, and we will see you at the track.
All right, Mike Willenstein, Center Vronic with you. It's a Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for a Friday, the 11th day of July. Back to normal today. The cameras are back on, so thanks for joining us wherever you're listening to us today, whether online at our website at x-streamsports.com, maybe on your smartphone with our free mobile app, maybe on your smart speaker, Roku TV, Facebook Live, YouTube, Twitch, wherever you are. Thanks for listening to us here on Extreme Sports. Got the 4th of July big celebration going on tonight in Hastings.
That's right. The postponed celebration.
Yeah, so if you see fireworks blowing up tonight and you don't know what the hell's going on, remember this is the postponed show from July 4th. They're having it tonight out at Brickyard, so the same festivities that were scheduled for last Friday night are going to be held tonight out at Brickyard. So action gets underway early, and it's dusk tonight. You'll see see fireworks.
We're back to normal, and it's back to a normal week, which means it's post time.
they're moving in the gate.
And down the stretch they come in the Kentucky Derby, and Barbaro is running away. It's Edgar Prado aboard, and Barbaro is going to win this Derby by 6 lengths. Blue Best had second. From far back, Steppenwolfer came on to be third.
All right, it's Friday, and that means we always like to check in with Jim Schleicher from the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network to get us up to date on what's going on with the ponies as they run in Nebraska and anything else nationally we need to know about as far as the horse racing is concerned. Jimmy, welcome back to the show. God, last week we missed you because of the holiday, but we're back to normal here with a work day on a Friday.
It's good to be back. It's good to be talking horses again. And this week brings some pretty exciting stuff in Nebraska racing as one of Nebraska's icons, Fred Eckerfe, is about to retire from a storied racing career. So looking forward to celebrating that weekend with Fred here at Columbus.
Just talk about Fred a little bit. I know you have a lot of contact with him, whether it be at Farner Park or anywhere in the state of Nebraska. That's a guy, like I said, he's an icon in horse racing in the state of Nebraska.
He is. He was born in Wounded Knee, South Dakota on the Pine Ridge Reservation all the way back in 1937. He started his racing career at the age of 20 and went on to, like I said, a storied career. He rode over 17,000 races. He had 2,683 wins in his career. He is Nebraska's, as far as the racetracks, Nebraska's winningest jockey to ever compete in Nebraska. And like I said, he's still out there working. He's got over 60 years involved in Nebraska racing. He currently works as a paddock judge and a clerk of scales for the circuit. And, well deserved. He got inducted in 2024 to the South Dakota, the Sports Hall of Fame. I mean, a lot of people don't necessarily consider jockeys athletes, but by all means, they have competed at the toughest level. They've been in some competitions with whether it's football players and baseball players and things like this in some of the extreme competitions. And it's amazing that the jockeys have how they fared against some of these other pro athletes as far as their abilities. They're some of the most fit athletes you'll ever find. And Fred still working at the ripe age of 88.
And Jim, it's my understanding that that recognition and that honor and kind of the send-off, that's all happening Saturday over in Columbus, correct?
That is Saturday. That is correct. The very first race on the card will be in honor of him, and please come out and pay your tribute to one of the best jockeys to ever race in the state of Nebraska, one of the best jockeys I'll put him up there in nationwide. No, he didn't have the Kentucky Derby mounts and things like that, but Fred's career would rival any of them that are out there. And he's very proud of his Indian heritage. And, he's, like I said, one of the finest gentlemen that you'll ever meet, very respected in the racing industry.
Yeah, and locally, the ponies are running in Columbus this weekend. How's things been going in Columbus? Like we said, we didn't have a chance to talk to you last Friday. Are you keeping your head above water up there, Jimmy?
Oh, last week was a good weekend. We had 3 winners, some pretty good payers there, and so yeah, it's been good, and we hope to carry that over into this weekend. When I say 3 winners. That was 3 winners each day, not 3 winners for 3 days. That wouldn't have been very good, but we've had those days too.
All right, let's look at the card. Look at the card, Jimmy, for this week. What's happening? Where's your likes and dislikes this weekend?
Well, and on today's card, my light goes to the second race. It's a maiden race, but a horse by She's Electra, and this race, it's a challenging race. I think whoever gets out on the lead is going to stay there, but I think She's Electric can be right there. Where there ain't a lot of pace, she ought to be able to get out and set the pace. And although she doesn't have the best speed or power ratings, this race sets up, I think, perfectly for her to get the win. And I think we could see some decent odds. I mean, if we can take a best bet and hopefully get 2-1, I'm sure not going to argue there. So that's where my money's going. Now on today's card, as far as trying to find a clear long shot, I really don't have one that stands out that I really like. It's kind of tough when you've only got 5 races going on, but I suppose if I were to pick a long shot, I do have the horse picked third. I think there's a lot of potential there, and that would be in the 4th race, and a horse called Art Queen. She's run some really good races. She's from the Mark Hibden barn, and I do think that she'll be right there. She could very easily win this race, but that's a tough race. So, like I said, I really didn't have a clear long shot for today's races.
Again, Jim Schleicher from the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network joining us here on Huddle Up this morning as we talk ponies and talk about the final racing weekend over at Harrah's in Columbus. Maybe not a long shot play today, Jim, but kind of an underdog story and a horse I think we're all pulling for as you have placed some wagers on a horse several times and have unfortunately been let down several times. We think that this one might be the one. It's race number 1 with the affectionately named horse Oh I Giggle.
Okay, yeah, we can look at Oh I Giggle there, and it's this horse just continuously. She tries hard. It's just one of those that she just doesn't seem to get up in the end for the win. She's raced numerous times. She started 8 times this year, but she's had 4 seconds and 2/3. And yeah, she's been my best bet numerous times. She's went off as a favorite 4 out of her last 5 times and has just failed to get it done. I have to come back and double down on her again today, and I think there's a good possibility there that she should get the win.
All right, so some good picks for today's card up in Columbus. You mentioned the big race, the opener tomorrow with the Fred Eckerfe in mind. We better look at that race. As long as we're going to honor Fred Eckerfe, we better look at that race, Jimmy. Who do you like in that race?
Well, in that race, I like a horse by the name of Grand Chico. Ran a nice one last time out, gets the leading rider, Jose Medina, aboard. In the races that Grand Chico has run, it's her times are just, her speed figures are so much better than what her competition is or his competition is in here. So I do think Grand Chico has a chance to get out and be right out there. Like I said, another one that comes out of the Mark Hibden barn. Mark shipping horses back between here and Wyoming. He's also got a few of them down at Louisiana Downs, and so he's spotting his horses where he feels he could win. He's not afraid to travel them, and Grand Chico, like I said, I do think should get the win over Multifactor. Multifactor will probably be the favorite in the race. Multifactor won last time super easy on the lead after racing over at Prairie Meadows, but that time just was not a stunning time for me. Maybe that horse had a lot in reserve and could run faster, but I think Grand Chico is probably going to run him in the end.
Saturday also featuring a stakes race, Jim, in the 4th, the Cali Witt Stakes. A loaded field here, but can anybody catch Sarah's Court? She has been impressive with the speed this season.
Well, I don't know if it's the case about catching Sarah's Court. I think Sarah's Court is going to have to be able to run down 2 other horses in here. There is a lot of speed in this race. We're going to see Hurricane Lassie, who has, been on a streak. What do you say? She's won her last 5 races. She's jumping up a little bit in competition, but it's hard to throw a horse out that's won 5 in a row, but she also has to go against Crescent's Little Charm, and Crescent's Little Charm shows a lot of speed. And so therefore, I think Sarah's Court, who in her own right has speed, but I don't think she'll be on the lead. I think she'll be stalking them right up behind them and wait for those two to falter. So it's a very loaded race. It's a very tough race. And, I think those are the 3 horses to play though. But in the end, I think Sarah's Court's going to get up in the last few jumps.
All right, talking about the ponies coming up this weekend up in Columbus. Anything else on the Saturday card, Jimmy, that we need to know about?
Well, that race is the Kelly Witts Memorial Stakes, and just a little bit about Kelly. And I think it's very important that we learn a little bit about her. She was a very young, up-and-coming person on the horse racing industry. She was galloping a lot of horses. She was from the North Bend area, and she was tragically killed in a morning mishap out at Keeneland a couple years ago. Her family is very prominent in the racing industry as far as her sisters and things like that. They're still out there working hard. Like I said, Kelly was going to be an up and coming in the sport, and very tragically at a young age, I believe she was only like 19 or 20 when that happened. She was working for one of the big barns out there, and like I said, a horse took a tumble and Kelly succumbed to her injury. So, like I said, it's very honoring to see Columbus close to North Bend honoring her with a stakes race, and it's another good reason to come out. Her family will all be out there in support, and we'd like to see the fans out there supporting as well.
Jim, what's that just say about this sport of horse racing? It's a competitive business, and you got trainers, owners, jockeys, all competing. But at the same time, I mean, we're honoring a legend of the sport. We're holding a memorial for another one that was up and coming. As competitive as this sport is, it's also one big, gigantic family, it seems.
That is something that so much different than a lot of sports, because these people, they travel. They have this gypsy lifestyle. Let's say they're going from track to track. It's state to state. I mean, it's not just a Nebraska thing. People are racing. Like Mark Hibden, he's got horses that he's running in 3 different states. So these people, when you're working the backside, whether you're a trainer, an owner, a jockey, just a groom or whatever, someone taking care of these horses, you're very much family. You depend on, and we learn to depend on the people that are there for us. And, we're not always able to spend time with our, quote, blood family because everybody's on the road. So there's some very tight-knit relationships there that grow out of this. And, once you get that in your blood on the horse racing, it seems to stay there. And, there's a lot of good memories with the people that you spend all your time with. It's a 7-day-a-week job. It's not like an 8 to 5, go to work, take your lunch hour at noon and be done for the day. So there is, you're working 24/7 with horses, and, like I said, it's a different lifestyle, but it's a fantastic lifestyle that can be very fun and rewarding with the people that you meet along the way.
Getting the update on horse racing, not only in Nebraska, but in the nation. Anything else going on nationally, Jimmy, that horse racing fans need to know?
Well, this week is a little slow as far as there is no win and you're in Breeders' Cup races. They start in earnest next week with the Haskell, and we'll be glad to talk about our selections for the Haskell next week. That ought to turn out to be a barn burn of a race, which with some entries that, like I said, we'll probably see later on in the Breeders' Cup Classic, running for $7 million come October, end of October.
All right, Jim Sliker from the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network. He joins us each and every Friday here on Extreme Sports to keep us up to date on the horse racing scene. Jimmy, have yourself a great week, a big weekend in Columbus, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
It is a big weekend in Columbus. like I said, it is the final weekend of racing at Columbus, and then we're going to move on to Horseman's Park in Omaha for a couple weeks of racing. And after that, like I said, I guess we're going to have to start getting into the national end of it and start ramping up for the Breeders' Cup.
All right. Have a great weekend, Jimmy.
Looking forward to talking to you next week.
All right.
Bye.
Jim Sliker from the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network joining us here on Huddle Up, Extreme Sports. Well, we started this with the Fonner.
Mm-hmm.
Can't shut Jimmy down. He's got hot picks all the way through Columbus, and we'll catch up with him a couple of times as they move on to Omaha after this. So it's in his blood. We turned him in. We turned him into a podcasting expert.
He's now fully streaming.
Yeah, it's in his blood now.
Love it.
All right, 7:50, waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. Huddle up on Extreme Sports. Again, 402-834-1330 is our telephone number. If you'd like to chime in with something here this morning, 402-834-1330. Like to leave us a message on any of our social media sites. We're monitoring those comments as well. Been talking about the EA Sports and their college football 26 game that Tyson finally got downloaded to his PS5 this week. Thought he was going to have it Monday. Thought he was going to have it at midnight yesterday. It finally came through at noon yesterday.
Well, again, read fine print, be able to tell time, basic skills that I lack. It tested my patience this week, that was for sure. There was like a time where I'm like, God, do I just pony up the extra $30 so I can get the 3-day early access? And that crossed my mind. But at the same time, I'm like, when am I even going to be able to get to do it? Because I kind of have a busy week. So
you saved the $30.
Saved the $30 and just tested my patience. Which again, that says a lot about my character because I have zero patience, none whatsoever. Like I want something and I want it now. And if I'm looking at something 5 years down the road, I want 5 years down the road to happen now. Like I have no time to just sit there and, oh yeah, it'll come in due time and it'll be fun when it arrives. No. I want to get it now. So yeah, it definitely did. But it's now that I have it, it's fantastic. It was worth the wait.
I feel like I'm infringing on your video gaming here by making you work for an hour.
I mean, a little bit, but
you're going to run right in to your living room and play, aren't you?
Like Middle Tennessee State. This is game 2 in the Conference USA season. We're 3-2. We have a chance to get a contract goal. Hell, my only goal when I signed the contract was to win 4 games. I'm like, I think I can do that.
So you're playing against the computer and you're already 3-2?
Yeah. Yeah, I got beat by Missouri, and I got beat by the Jayhawks. I'll be honest with you. I went down to Lawrence. We took the boys from Springfield, just made a quick trip across the state to Lawrence, Kansas. We lost to, Jalen Daniels, the quarterback for Kansas. He's a gamer, dude.
He beat you?
He's gonna be fun to watch this season.
Did he kill you?
That wasn't crushing. But I couldn't move the ball against him. That was the problem.
Oh, yeah, you got to move the ball.
And my philosophy, if at first you don't succeed, you just keep doing it because I don't pass. We run the damn ball. Damn ball! We hand it off. I got about 4 different backs that I've been kind of cycling through, keeping everybody fresh and healthy, just playing smash mouth football.
You're kind of a boring type of offense.
Didn't work against Kansas. Oh, people that play me, they can't stand it. Because they want to, open things up and play this, video game. And I'm like, nah, I'm 3 yards of carry, burn the clock. Keep it 21-14.
Yeah, shorten the game up.
Hope to get a big defensive stop and win the ball game. Knee and you're done. And you're having pizza and drinking a beer. Victory.
Oh, jeez. All right. So we know what's on your mind. Oh, now you made Ryan Martin's day.
Of course. He made my day the other day with the Husker mug, so.
Even though it was on a video game, Kansas got a win.
we might be talking more about Kansas football if Jalen Daniels stays healthy this year. He's got like a good core of some talent around him. Kansas could be fun to watch. They might be a sneaky team in the Big 12.
Wow. There you go.
I learned this all from a video game.
Early prediction.
I already have my score prediction for Cincinnati. Let's go.
Oh, God, I'm just noticing your new Husker Cup.
Yeah, for the first time. It's old school.
Yeah, we didn't have video yesterday.
Mm-hmm. And look how much more coffee you can get. Like, this is like a wide coffee mug. You can get so much more coffee in here.
Plus, it looks a hell of a lot better than an Iowa Hawkeyes coffee cup. So, nice. Ryan Martin came through in the pinch. All right, 7:55, waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. It's Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
All right, we will start off with some storm damage last night. Several area residents reporting down power lines, tree damage, and even grain bins across their yards the other night as storms ripped through central Nebraska. A potent storm rolled through Hall County, causing significant damage to several rural areas. At least 5 homes lost their roofs near the intersection of Engelman, Abbott, and Airport Road. Numerous trees were uprooted, grain bins knocked over, and power outages were widespread. No injuries have been reported. Meanwhile, out in Washington, Congressman Don Bacon has reintroduced the Back the Blue Act yesterday. The bipartisan bill aiming to strengthen federal protections and increase criminal penalties for attacks on law enforcement, judges, and federally funded public safety officers. Bacon has introduced this legislation twice in his time in Congress, once in 2021 and once in 2023, both times lacking bipartisan co-sponsors and never going to vote. He said he's hopeful for a different result this time around. And those pesky mosquitoes need to find somewhere else to fly, because beginning next week, the Central District Health Department in Grand Island will begin spraying for adult mosquitoes. The spraying will be conducted during the early morning and late evening hours when mosquitoes are most likely to be out. However, there has been no reported cases, thankfully, of West Nile virus in Hall, Hamilton, or Merritt counties. We've got 4 minutes until 8 o'clock. Let's head back over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going down in sports?
Well, Nebraska volleyball legend Jordan Larson will lead a group of former Huskers competing against this year's Nebraska volleyball team in the inaugural alumni match, which is scheduled for Saturday, August 16th at 6 at the Bob Devaney Sports Center in Lincoln. Other Huskers committed to play in the match are Kelly Hunter, also middle blocker Lauren Stivrins, libero Kinsey Maloney, and recent former Huskers Lindsey Krause, Layla Blackwell, and Allie Batenhorst. In American Legion baseball action this weekend, Hastings 5 Points Bank will play Millard North tonight at 6. In the first round of the Hastings Kearney tournament, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes will play Lincoln East at noon today in the first round of the Lincoln tournament. And Hastings Brunza will play a doubleheader at Elkhorn North. First pitch there will be at 5 this afternoon. We got area tournaments beginning today for the juniors in classes B and C. Hastings Sodbusters split a doubleheader yesterday with the Oahe Zap. The Sodbusters won the first game 11-4. They dropped the nightcap 10-4. Hastings now 20-16 in the season. They'll play at the Fremont Moo tonight. First pitch will be at 7:05. Kansas City Royals open up a weekend series with the New York Yankees tonight at Kauffman Stadium. First pitch will be at 7:10. That's a check on your sports headlines at 7:58.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Friday brings us slightly cooler temperatures with highs in the mid-80s, a chance of an isolated shower linger around in the morning hours, and partly sunny skies. We'll see north winds around 10 miles per hour. Tonight we'll have a chance for a few showers and thunderstorms, especially in the evening and overnight hours. Saturday, only 81 for the high. 89 on Sunday, plenty of sunshine, and on Monday the heat returns, a high of 92 with plenty of sunshine and chances for storms on Tuesday.
North winds this morning at 9 miles per hour. Clear skies. It is 67 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Have you checked the time lately? Good chance a Miletta Vista Winery is open. Hey, this is Mick with an update on our new hours. Tuesday through Sunday, we're open 11:30 to 3, and Fridays and Saturdays 11:30 till 9. Not sure what you want to enjoy when you get here? Well, Miletta Vista features award-winning wine, select beers, spirits, world-class foods, breathtaking views, and live entertainment. Visit MilettaVistaWinery.com. Check out our events page for music schedules and more. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook. Make your reservations now at Miletta Vista Winery, located on Highway 281, just north of St. Paul.
Connet Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Accessible and affordable holistic care is just around the corner at Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center. Located at 208 South Burlington Avenue, Suite 101 in Hastings. At Bamboo Spa, we offer a range of therapies to help you unwind and recharge. Experience soothing massages, rejuvenating head spa scalp treatments, and our Advanced Glow 2 facials. Discover the healing power of ozone therapy and frequency healing. Become a member for exclusive 24-hour access to our therapeutic amenities, including the infrared sauna, hydro massage, and cryo lounge. Members enjoy 20% off all services and 10% off products in our non-toxic retail shop. Visit our Facebook page to learn more and book your appointment today. Bamboo Spa and Wellness Center, truly holistic care, designed for you.
All right, Mike Wells, Science Center of Bronick with you. It's a huddle up here on Extreme Sports for a Friday. IT guys chimed in. How about a Kansas Central Florida Big 12 championship this year?
Sounds boring.
Sounds boring?
That sounds boring.
Yeah, I don't think Central
I don't want to
Florida
watch Kansas slaughter Central Florida.
I don't think Central Florida will be there. Probably not.
People are still salty about that.
Hey, everywhere.
That's all anyone wants to talk about. Like,
yeah, it's enough. It's enough.
Right?
I didn't even bring it up today. But I went to all the social media sites, like I do each and every day, to kind of see what everybody else is talking about.
Can't get away from it.
No, that's all they're talking about. You go to YouTube, and all the YouTube videos are the reaction to what Scotty Boy said this week. God, I didn't think it was that bad.
No, I mean, I'm sitting there. I was bartending last night, and normally, like, the guys know, like, we can always talk sports. The bar, they love it. Everyone's pulling it up, and that's all they wanted to talk about. And I'm like, man, I thought we were talking about relevant things in sports, not something that some disgruntled employee spouted off to a private reporter from The Athletic.
Yeah, now that's been the story all week.
Freaking.
Yeah, everywhere you go.
Well, The Athletic made their quota for the year.
Came up with that one big quote that kind of dominated the sports scene all week long.
And it was a quote. Like, we didn't even get the audio from it. It was just a quote. We're just led to believe that that's exactly what he said, the way he said it.
That's what The Athletic reported, so.
Oh, well.
Hopefully it'll die down. We'll have to deal with it next week. If I were you, though, if I were you on your video game today.
There you go.
Hell, go in and play Central Florida. They've got a completely revamped roster. They had only like 28 scholarship players when Coach got there this year.
Sure.
So they've kind of built their roster. If you're looking for a win for your football team on EA Sports College Football 26, maybe take your team to Central Florida today.
Missouri State is a 67 overall. We gotta worry about Middle Tennessee State.
No, take your team into Central Florida.
We got to take this one game at a time. We got to play the opponents on the schedule as they lie. We're in Conference USA. We might schedule Central Florida next year. We got to see how things play out here in conference play. But I don't, we're not at their level yet, man.
I think you are.
We're a 67 overall.
You probably don't have that handy. You probably don't know what Central Florida is.
Somewhere in the 70s, I think.
Well, you could play
probably
them then.
74.
You could play them then.
If it's actually 74, that would be a wild guess. That would be intense. We might play them next year. We got to get some recruits in. We're excited. We got 2 D tackles.
Oh God! So you got to go through that too.
Oh, you do the whole thing.
You got to bring in players for your team.
Yeah, and then be careful, because if you don't give them enough playing time, or if you don't win enough games and are not a championship contender, then they'll transfer, and they'll leave your school. So then you got to go to the portal. It's got the transfer portal. It's got recruiting. It's got the whole thing. I spend more time in the off-season menu than I actually spend playing the game.
That's too much work.
It's telling you, it's a full-time job here, man. Why we burn the midnight oil and stay up till 2 a.m.
That's way too much work. I just thought you sat down, you took a team, and off you go.
I told you, it's not a video game. It's an experience.
Wow, that might be too in-depth for me then.
There is a mode.
I was going to rent a controller and come over and play you.
There is a mode where you can just play now, but that's not the Dynasty. Everyone gets it for the Dynasty.
So you got to mold your team, keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
Like the real coach, you got to keep everybody happy, win some games. Make sure your players don't go into the transfer portal.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that sounds like a pretty intense scheme.
It's so much fun.
All right, well, I know
so
what
much
you're going
fun.
I won't bother you this weekend unless it's an emergency. So are you even going to take a shower?
Of course.
You will each day. At least you'll get up off of your ass, off of the couch, and go in and clean yourself up for the day. You're not going to just like become a couch potato all weekend in front of your TV.
No, I believe it's like you just like golf or baseball, whatever sport you're into. I think it's why Oregon is so successful. You look good, you play good, right? And so we don't take body odor or like tank tops into the equation. We dress the part, we shower, we clean up, and then we feel fresh. We're ready to fire it up and get after it.
You take your lunch pail, grab your lunch pail, and get to work.
Light some incense around, set the atmosphere. Dude, so much fun.
All right. I can hardly wait for Monday.
I might stream on Twitch this weekend just for fun.
That'd be all right.
Pick up my Twitch stream if you'd like. Because honestly, yesterday when I first downloaded the game, I'm like, I kind of just want to do this for a living. There's some people on Twitch, I swear to God, they're like on there 24/7, and they just have found a way to monetize their streaming, and people watch them play video games. There's nothing more depressing than people watching somebody play a video game. I'm like, grab a stick and play yourself, right? Like, get after it. But I think if you can monetize that, hell, that could be my full-time job.
I'll have to search you out. I don't even know how Twitch works. I'll have to search you out. Is that what I do? I look for your name?
The handle, yeah.
I'll find you.
It's like when we were trying to find ECW or figure out who Mysterious ECW was. It's a handle.
Yeah, I'll find you. Okay. Well, we know what you got planned for the weekend. We'll have a busy weekend of Legion baseball in the area with the juniors going at it in B and C. Hastings 5 Points Bank, Hastings Johnson Imperial Homes. Hastings runs all finishing out their regular seasons this weekend. We'll have area tournament action next week here on Extreme Sports. So anything else we need to cross over here before we get out of here?
Monday, are we going to do a home run derby bracket challenge? We should probably fill out our brackets for the home run derby.
I mean, we could probably do that. I'll have to do some research.
Well, that's why I wanted to let you know now.
I'll put it into my weekend schedule. Come up with a. Do we know who's? No, we don't. They don't go off with each other, do they?
They're head to head.
Are they head to head?
Yeah, but I don't know that the bracket has been put together yet.
We got to finally everybody that's going to be participating.
Yeah.
I can come up like the first round winners, second round winners.
Okay.
And then a couple into the finals, and who's going to win?
I like it.
Boy, I'm way, way out of my league on that.
I already got my pick to win it, so.
Really?
I'm ready for it. I'll unveil that on Monday.
I'm way, way out of my league.
Way out.
So we'll have the home run derby on Monday, and then the All-Star game is going to be on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Then a day or two off. So Major League Baseball is going to be kind of in their break.
And those are the Wednesday and Thursday are the worst 2 days in the sports world. Because there is nothing. Zilch.
We'll
0.
have some baseball. We can probably preview next week. Well, we'll find something to talk about. Anyway, let's get out of here. I feel like I'm holding you up. Your video game is. Yeah, your video game is probably waiting for you. So, anyway, we'll do this again. If you'd like to listen to the podcast, the show today, our selections for Columbus. Going to be doing some traveling to Columbus or maybe simulcasting at Pfaner Park. You want to check out the races and the predictions from Jim Slacker. They are available on our podcast, or go to his group chat on Facebook just to look for the Nebraska Thoroughbred Racing Network, and you'll get his choices for the weekend. If not, we'll see you back here Monday morning at 7 on Extreme Sports. Have yourself a great weekend.
You've been listening to Huddle Up,